Chief Executive Kelly Lam, Chairman Mao Zedong, Commissioner Liu Guangyuan, Commissar Cai Wen-zhong, distinguished guests, dear friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. In the run-up to the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China, or CPC, it is truly my great pleasure to join you here at today's International Symposium to explore the party's 100 years history and its reasons for success. On behalf of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government of Hong Kong, I would like to extend a warm congratulations on opening of the symposium and also a very warm welcome to all of you. 100 years ago, the party was founded at a time of colossal internal turmoil, external stress, and unprecedented social crisis. Over the past 100 years, the CPC has succeeded in uniting and leading the Chinese people in an arduous and relentless struggle, resulting in a tremendous transformation of China. China now is the world's second largest economy. It has seen remarkable technological advancement, a surge of comprehensive national power, and a rising international influence. Many may wonder, why has the CPC been able to achieve such great successes? How is it that it enjoys such popular support from the Chinese people? What makes the CPC work in China? The answer, I think, can be found in the centennial history of the party. The CPC is persistent in pursuing lofty ideals. General Secretary Xi Jinping has stressed many times that the original aspiration and mission of the Chinese communists is to seek happiness for the Chinese people and rejuvenation for the Chinese nation. This has been the fundamental driving force that has inspired the Chinese communists to strive forward. Over the past 100 years, the Chinese nation, under the leadership of the CPC, has made steady progress towards prosperity and strength. Once impoverished and weak, the Chinese nation has emerged from obscurity to take its position on the spotlight on the world stage. Faced with profound changes posed by unilateralism, protectionism, and hegemonism, the CPC has put forward the vision of building a community of shared future for mankind, promoted international cooperation via the Belt and Road Initiative, and endeavored to foster a new type of international relations based on mutual respect, fairness, justice, and win-win cooperation. To contain the raging COVID-19 pandemic, China has taken the lead in pledging to make vaccines a global public good and has provided assistance to more than 80 countries and international organizations. History bears witness to the fact that by adhering to its lofty ideas and waging relentless struggles, the CPC has successfully led the Chinese people in pulling off the twin miracles, that is, rapid economic development and lasting social stability, contributing at the same time China's wisdom and perspective towards resolving the problems facing mankind. The CPC is persistent in seeking truth from facts. General Secretary Xi Jinping observed that all our past achievements were based on seeking truth from facts. The centennial history of the CPC is one of leading the people to understand, transform, build, and develop China in a down-to-earth manner. During the course of its history, the CPC has been faced with a raft of theoretical and practical questions, such as what is socialism and how to build it, what kind of party to build and how to build it, what kind of achievement to achieve and how to achieve it. To find answers to all these important questions, the CPC has always adapted the basic principles of Marxism to fit China's reality, rejected ideological and theoretical stasis, and kept moving ahead in sync with times. According to popular wisdom, only the wearer can tell where and whether the shoe pinches. Similarly, the CPC is committed to a development path that suits China's national conditions, refusing to be confined to the beaten tracks or simply to copy from others. History and practice have proved that a development path works best only when in accord with the ground reality. The CPC is persistent in its people-oriented philosophy. General Secretary Xi Jinping has stressed that the people's aspiration for a better life is our striving goal. The CPC comes from the people, has its roots in the people, and make it a fundamental purpose to wholeheartedly serve the people. Over the past 100 years, the CPC has led the Chinese people in striving for national independence and rejuvenation, a cause that was being pursued for the people and by the people. Since its reform and opening up, 770 million rural residents in China have been lifted out of poverty. According to World Bank's International Poverty Standard, China has accounted for more than 70% of global poverty reduction during the same period of time. One who wholeheartedly serves the people is surely to be loved by the people. A role released last July, which was mentioned also by the video you saw early on, by Harvard University Kennedy School of Government, found that Chinese people's satisfaction with the central government and also the CPC reached 93%. This is the Chinese people's loftiest tribute to the CPC. Thanks to the party's people-centered philosophy, the party has been able to muster the widest support from the people to achieve the most extraordinary success and wins the hearts and minds of the Chinese people. The CPC is persistent in carrying out self-reforms. General Secretary Xi Jinping has pointed out many times that the greatness of the CPC lies not in that it never makes mistakes, but that it never conceals its shortcomings, has the courage to face up to problems, to carry out self-reforms, and has a strong ability to correct itself. Throughout its centennial history, the CPC has always adhered to its fine tradition of courage and courageous self-reflection, and has kept purifying, perfecting, reforming, and improving itself. Since its 18th National Congress, the CPC Central Committee has stepped up its effort to comprehensively govern the party with even strict disciplines. Having the courage and the finesse to carry out self-reform is the fundamental reason why the CPC, as a major party with 100 years history and more than 90 million members, has been able to maintain its relevance and purity. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, over the past 100 years, Hong Kong has been closely intertwined with the CPC. In the early years of the People's Republic, the CPC made the decision to temporarily withhold the recovery of Hong Kong and maintain the status quo. After the third plenary session of the 11th CPC Central Committee, which was held in 1978, Deng Xiaoping, together with his colleagues, creatively put forward the great concept of one country, two systems. Since its return, Hong Kong has embarked on a journey of unity and common development with the motherland. Faced with multiple challenges, which were mentioned by Chief Executive Carrie Lam earlier, the Central Committee, led by General Secretary Xi Jinping, has properly assessed up the situation and responded calmly by enacting the law of the People's Republic of China on safeguarding national security in Hong Kong SAR, improving the SAR's electoral systems, and maintains SAR's constitutional order. It also supports Hong Kong's participation in the development of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, the Great Bay Area, and also Hong Kong's integration in the national economy so as to maintain Hong Kong's long-term stability and prosperity. Hong Kong's future is bound to be even brighter. In the past 100 years, the CPC has actively reached out to people and cultures beyond its own shores. Following the fundamental principles of independence, equality, mutual respect, and non-interference in each other's internal affairs, the CPC has established links with over 400 political parties and international organizations in more than 140 countries and regions, transcending differences in ideology and social systems. It also has made its due contributions to maintaining world peace, promoting economic development, and driving human progress. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, recently a music video entitled "The Youth" has become very popular on the internet. It says, I quote, "I'm still the lad I used to be. My original aspiration has remained unchanged. 100 years is merely a test. The goals for a better life will be achieved one after another." Bearing its lofty goals in mind, the Centennial CPC is in its prime. We firmly believe that as long as we stay true to our original aspiration, keep our mission firmly in mind, and forge ahead, the Chinese dream of the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation will most certainly become true. An open and confident CPC will definitely be able to contribute to a better world in united efforts with nations across the world. Finally, I do wish today's symposium a great success and you all enjoy the event. Thank you very much.